Ladies and gentlemen, the session of this honorable body is about to commence. Everybody will please rise.
Being the City Vice Mayor and Presiding Officer, I hereby call this regular session to order. Will the Secretary please call the roll?
The honorable members of the Sangguniang Panlunsod, Honorable Camille Angeline M. Lopez, Honorable Michael Gerard T. Murada, Honorable Joel D. Pua, Honorable Yunilo A. Katipon, Honorable Galileo P. Angeles, Honorable Oscar M. Gos II, Honorable Ralph Peter S. Sumali, Honorable Jennifer Espaiti Toledo, Honorable Beverly Luansing Luna, Honorable Venice D. Manalo, Honorable Afiora Rocafort, Honorable Rio Fer Nicole H. Ronquillo, Honorable John Paulo N. Macala, Honorable Emmanuel T. Recto, and the Honorable Presiding Officer, Honorable Mark Archville Wansing.
Do we have a quorum?
We have a quorum.
The Chair hereby requests the Honorable Spy Toledo to deliver the invocation.
Tayo pong Tayo pong manalangin sa ngalan ng Ama, ng Anak, ng Espiritu Santo. Amen. Panginoon, maraming salamat po sa araw na ibinigay ninyo sa amin upang kami po ay makapagtrabaho muli dito ho sa ating lungsod. At nawa po'y gabayan niyo ho kami sa amin ho mga desisyon. Ituro niyo ho sa amin ang tamang daan ng amin hong paroroonan. Maraming salamat ho sa buhay na ibinibigay niyo araw-araw sa amin. Our Father, who art in heaven, holy be your name. Your kingdom come, your will be done on earth as in heaven.
Give us this day our daily bread. As we forgive those who sin against us.
Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with you. Blessed are you among women, and blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus. Glory be to the Father, and to the Son, and to the Holy Spirit. Amen. In the name of the Father, of the Son, the Holy Spirit. Amen.
The Chair likewise requests Honorable Spy Toledo to lead the singing of the national anthem.
Atin po ilagay ang ating kanang kamay sa ating kaliwang dibdib at awitin ho ang pambansang awit.
Honorable Nilo Katipon, you're recognized.
We consider this session as our regular session. 7th regular session of the Sangguniang Panlunsod, year 2019 to 2022. So I'm requesting the councilors na baka ho pwede tayo wala na munang privilege speech except doon sa acknowledgement na kwan para ho mabigyan lang ho natin ng the mayor personally appear na magpa-appear ho dito yung computerization program ho na city government para ho mas aware ho tayo, mas alam natin. So I move for the suspension of the rule na mapagbigyan ho natin si Crucial Gali doon sa kanya.
There's a motion for the suspension of the rules. Any second? Seconded. Discussion, objection, hearing none. Rules suspended. Attorney Gali, you're recognized.
Maraming salamat Mr. Chair and Council Nilo. At this point, we would like to inform everyone how proud the city is for having brought Texon, the youngest world shooter winner in Lipa. Pakitaan ko lang kayo ng konting video para at least makilala natin mabuti ang ating recognized visitor ngayon. Please, pwede ba pakiplay?
Yes, the shiny steel with real bullets. Exxon had his first gun experience at age 8.
Bro Texon, Junior Division and Standard, title holder of the youngest in the world shoot. 8 when I first held a gun. I think I will still join competitions until even when I grow up.
Ayan. Yan yung si Bro Texon nung siya 10 years old. Ano? So far, siya yung pinakabata na nanalo nung ayan. Anong award mo? Anong pinalunan mo, bro? Halika. Para makita ka nila. Ayan, bata pa. Pero maliit, ha? Anong pinalunan mo last time? Ayun. Magnus 1 Cup 1 sa Utah, USA. Level 3, ano ba ibig sabihin yan? So overall champion siya, limited division, overall champion, high limited division. Nakita nyo, ang dami niyang medals, ha? Hindi ito taga Maynila, ha? Hindi ito taga Quezon City, hindi taga Makati. Siya ho ay taga Lipa. Batang-bata, very talented guy. So ito yung mga awards mo, ito ba yun? Ito yung mga previous awards niya. So meron ho siyang laban ngayong September 4 to 7, ano? So isa na rin ho, bukod doon sa pag-recognize natin sa kanya, ay baka ho po pwedeng pakinggan natin siya, may konti ho siya mensahe para sa atin. Bigyan ho natin ng konting recognition na Mr. Bro Texon.
Morning po, ako po si Bro Texon, 16, taga Lasal po. Meron lang po akong upcoming match di September 1 to 7 sa Belgrade, Serbia. Taga Base View po, subdivision, di ba? Ano sabihin? Thank you din po sa pag-recognize sa akin ngayon dito. Yun lang po.
Ayan, si Bro Texon ho ay taga Base View, ano? So anong barangay yan? Base View?
Banay po ata.
Barangay Banay. So aside from the recognition that we would like to extend to our proud Bro Texon, we would also like to ask for a support for his upcoming event this September 4 to 7 at Belgrade, Serbia. Atin ito na yung Jetro, ang bagong Jetro ngayon natin. So, pag malaki natin, taga Lipa to. Siyempre, inalagaan to ng Lipa Shooters Gun Club. Saan ating gun club ngayon? Saan ating Sa Pusil. Sa Pusil, yan. So, maraming salamat, Mr. Chair. Mamaya na lang siguro mag-motion to para mabigyan natin ng recognition. So, we'd like to invite the Lipa Shooters Club to join us. We will have a small photo shoot so that para pa-good luck to sa'yo, bro, ha? Okay. At turuan mo rin kaming pumutok once.
So, the next presenter is company from NERA. May request sa the City Council na ito pakinggan natin. Dito magsisimula yung centralized computerization ho ng buong city. So ito yung binulong ho ni Mayor sa amin kanina na baka pwedeng makonsider na magkaroon ho ng pag-upgrade ho ng ating mga computer specialist, assessor ho, at saka sa treasurer. At yun yung TMD citation ticket, yun yung nagiging front ng corruption, ay baka rin ho magagawa natin ang paraang mawala na ho yan. So, pipresent ho ni Mr. Francisco Baybay ang kanyang project dito sa Luzon de Lipa. So, please recognize him.
Maraming salamat po, Mr. Chair. Sa City Council, nagpapasalamat po kami sa opportunity na nabigay sa amin para makapag-present. Ang company po namin is a multinational company. It's NERA Philippines. Nasa Pilipinas po siya for more than 23 years. Pero in total po niya, globally we have presence. Ang NERA po originated from Norway. Kami po yung nag-develop ng wireless microwave technology po Norwegian Army. So, matagal na po kami sa market. Sa Pilipinas po, we have been here for the last 23 years. And key player po kami sa government projects. Our latest project is yung sa DICT free Wi-Fi ni Presidente. We were awarded 11 provinces, more than half a billion pesos, which we are now implementing. Hindi lang po wireless ang aming expertise. Lahat po na may kinalaman sa network that will help you improve computerization project. Meron din po kami mga software solutions na pwedeng i-automate ang process dito sa City Hall. So kasama ko po yung aking pre-sales manager, si Rodel Hernandez at saka si Joey. They will do a short talk on what we can provide the City Council. Maraming salamat po.
Magandang umaga po. Ako po si Rodel Hernandez. Ako po ay pre-sales manager specifically for data center and cloud. So, ito po yung offerings nila in terms of digital transformation. So, meron tayong software-defined data center. So, sa pagdi-digitize po ng ating infrastructure, unang-una po nating ini-improve yung data center natin. Ito po yung magiging platform natin kung saan natin itatakbo yung mga sistema. Tulad po nung nabanggit ni Francis, is more on business processes o yung proseso natin dito sa internal. So, yung data center po isang mahalagang elemento ng digitalization ng ating proseso. So, kasama po sa offering ng aming kumpanya, meron din kaming for security, IP networks, optical, broadcast, IT, and ito po yung business process namin pumapasok sa IT processes. Meron din kaming communications, more on PABX solutions, so yung telephony. And then yung Wi-Fi pumapasok doon sa aming wireless. So isa po sa part ng digitalization o pag-i-improve ng ating data center, yung hyperconvergence. So kung mapapansin nyo po, yung multiple devices natin dating ginagamit, ng GPS, iPad, camera, and other gadgets as well, nung kinonverge po yung technology, naging isa na lang siya, isang smartphone. So ganoon din po sa technology ng data center. Dati po yung data center natin would consist yung switches, yung servers, storage, and other thing na tumatakbo dun sa ating server cabinet. Ngayon po nagkaroon tayo ng hyperconvergence in terms of ICT solutions. Pinag-isa na lang po siya. So kung meron tayong one full rack na 42U yung taas o 8 feet, ngayon po 3 devices na lang na tigta 3 pulgada yung taas. Pwede na nating patakbohin yung tulad ng pinatatakbo natin sa legacy stack. And then isa po sa solusyon na meron yung kumpanya namin ay yung Wi-Fi. Ito po yung may short video tayo.
Social Wi-Fi is a simple way to turn your business's public Wi-Fi hotspot into a secure, powerful social marketing engine that generates likes, followers, and reviews for your business while capturing critical data about your customers. How it works? Social Wi-Fi allows your customers to access your free Wi-Fi connection by logging in with Facebook ID. Upon logging in, the customer is redirected to the business's Facebook page and prompted to like your business on Facebook in exchange for ongoing secure Wi-Fi service while receive coupons, news, and other promotional offers. According to research, a single Facebook like is worth approximately $174.17 US dollars to your business due to a combination of factors including spending, loyalty, recommendations, lottery, and coupons. An average Facebook user has 120 friend connections. If you had 50 Facebook logins per day, you would reach 6,000 prospective new customers in a short period of time. If just 1% of those customers were to patronize your business as a result, you could see 60 new customers creating a viral marketing machine for your business. In a matter of days, you will see your Facebook fan count and Twitter followers grow. These are your real customers, which will become your best marketing team. Word of mouth, as they share your brand message on social networks to thousands of their friends. Social Wi-Fi hotspots and gateways are configured to work with all smartphones, tablets, laptops, and any Wi-Fi enabled internet devices. Social Wi-Fi routers come pre-programmed, are secure, will require a basic installation, and will work for your business on the day they arrive. Simply plug in the router to an internet connection and you are all set to offer social Wi-Fi to your customers. Upon connecting to your social Wi-Fi, your customers can be presented with coupons, details on upcoming events, special offers, and incentives to customers that leave reviews on sites like local sites, CitySearch, Google+, Yahoo, Yelp, and more. Working with our customers over the last year, we have come to find a common desire in all of the markets that we have served. Everyone wants and needs more online reviews and social followers, but how do you drive your customers to these sites and to take action? What's the incentive to the customer? That's why we are excited to announce Social Wi-Fi, a simple way to turn your business's public Wi-Fi hotspot into a powerful social marketing engine that generates likes, followers, and reviews for your business. With all of this, it's no wonder why so many business owners have chosen social Wi-Fi for their online marketing management. How about being one of them? Join us and grow your customer base day after day.
Ayan po. Introduction po yun ng Wi-Fi solution na pwede nating pakinabangan dito naman sa ating komunidad. So ano po bang may tutulong ng Wi-Fi sa atin? So, napansin ko po meron din tayong Wi-Fi na running na dito, isa sa Mayor's Office, isa for admin. Pero ginagamit po for internal use lang ng City Hall. But then, enablement po ng Wi-Fi with the whole campus could also enable yung mga constituent natin na pumupunta sa municipal office para gawin yung day-to-day transactions nila. So, kung meron tayong free Wi-Fi at meron na tayong digital processes within our business or within our infrastructure, pwede pong yung transaction nila is online na rin. For example, pipila sila sa taxations, magbabayad sila ng tax o titingnan nila kung magkano na yung tax na due sa kanila. Pwede po nating i-connect na rin yun sa digital age. Since we are working naman sa digital era, pwede na po nating patakbuhin sa iba't ibang platform. Pwede sa laptop, pwede sa mobile, pwede sa mga tablet or other devices na pwedeng kumonect sa internet. So, isa po sa offering ni NERA, aside from a Wi-Fi solution, is yung business process automation. So, ano po bang ginagawa dito? Ito po yung digital transformation coming from the age na nakapapel pa lahat yung processes natin. So, ang gagawin natin dyan is i-analyze ulit natin yung process, paano ba tumatakbo yung day-to-day activity ng mga offices natin. So from there, i-automate natin, gagawin natin digitize lahat ng copies. So paperless po yung mangyayari dito. Kung hindi man kayang i-paperless lahat, at least forms na lang yung matitira sa atin. Hindi na yung several attachment na pwede natin ipasok. So ang gagawin po natin dyan, pag login ng client o sino man yung may sadya sa isang office natin or sa isang proseso natin, ang gagawin niya ay maglalagin na lang at doon i-input yung mga impormasyon na kailangan natin. So, ang gagawin nga, papasok yan sa database natin, i-access na lang sa susunod na window. So mas mapapabilis po yung proseso natin pagdating dun sa day-to-day activity o day-to-day routine ng mga offices natin. So isa po yun sa offering ng company namin is to analyze first yung ating mga proseso and then gawa ng solution at i-automate yung process na yun. So, Sinera po is systems integrator, so hindi namin kayang gawin ng kami lang. So, we have a lot of partners pagdating sa iba't ibang pillars ng technology. Ito po yung mga partners namin para may sakatuparan o magawa namin yung mga binanggit kong digitalizations and automations. At kasama po sa offering ng aming company ay yung CCTV solution. So, magpipresent naman po ng tungkol sa CCTV yung isa kong kasamang technical.
To meet today's growing market demands in video surveillance, Hanwha Techwin has launched WiseNet 5. A high-performance chipset containing core technologies of image processing and network transmission. WiseNet X series has been created with the most powerful chipset, WiseNet 5. The WiseNet X series features H.265 compression and WiStream 2, a complementary compression technology with dynamically controls encoding, balancing quality and compression according to movement in the image. Bandwidth efficiency is improved by up to 99% compared to current H.264 technology when WiStream 2 is combined with H.265 compression. This ensures that Hanwha Techwin's new WiseNet X series is one of the most bandwidth-friendly camera ranges available. With the new chipset used in WiseNet X series and Hanwha Techwin's outstanding lens technology, images can be monitored in color even in low-light environments without IR LED. Vivid images can now be captured regardless of the environment or the time of day. Existing WDR images are captured by composing 2 frames with different exposures, but the WiseNet X series with 150 dB WDR uses 4 frames to create a more natural image. Scene-based adaptive tone mapping technology has been developed to remove blurring, a critical weakness of existing WDR, and provides clear and vivid images. Gyro sensors have been added to the technology used in existing cameras to optimize stabilization. Stabilization comes into effect when a camera is disturbed by wind or vibrations. The audio analytics features recognizes critical sounds such as gunshots, explosions, screams, and breaking glass, and then immediately raises an alarm notifying users to evaluate the risk of the situation. WiseNet X series has a business intelligence function that offers retailers the opportunity to measure store efficiency. The people counting feature counts the number of customers visiting a store and analyzes the total number of visits according to time and day patterns. The heat map feature can visualize visitor traffic patterns and retail analysis of dwell time. It allows you to analyze customer behavior and sales trends by understanding which products receive the most interest. The handover feature allows a PTZ camera to receive a motion detection alert from a WiseNet X series camera. Once the notification is received, The PTZ camera will zoom into the assigned camera preset location without any blind spots. Using the USB port, the WiseNet X series can connect cameras and mobile devices through Wi-Fi. View angles can be checked immediately while installing using a mobile phone. Dual SD slots allow up to 512 gigabytes to be saved automatically to the camera, keeping data safe in the event of an unstable network. Obviously, this allows you to record more video footage than on a single SD slot. To ensure impregnable cybersecurity, Hanwha TechWin operates to high-level security policies, including user certification, firmware encryption, and backdoor removal across the entire product range. WiseNet X series defines the new standard in security by providing optimal resolution and maximizing bandwidth efficiency using H.265 and WiseStream 2. WiseNet creates a smarter, safer world with leading-edge technologies.
Good morning. Ang pinakita po namin kanina sa video is more on analytics. Ang CCTV camera po natin ngayon ay hindi lang siya basta camera na lang. It also provides and give you informations, no? Katulad po na pinakita kanina sa video, like example yung sound classification, pag binasag niya yung glass ng kotse at mayroong CCTV na malapit yun, it notifies yung command center. It either can send alarm, it either can magpa-pop up sa screen, no? In addition doon, even yung gunshot, pwede niyang may identify, it sends you notifications. Aside dun sa mga video na pinakita kanina, for a city surveillance, normally, it also give you informations like, meron pong kunyari po traffic, pwede tayong gumawa ng virtual line, i-identify natin yung location, pag nag-pile up yung mga sasakyan po yan, pwede pong magbigay sa inyo ng notifications na ito po ay traffic sa lugar na ito. At meron din po siyang analytics na, ang tawag po dun sa analytics na queuing. Meron din po siyang analytics na entry and exit. Gagawa ka lang po ng virtual line or kunyari merong bidirectional line at siya'y sumalubong dun sa line. It also give you analytics either by notifications or pwede natin i-convert sa alarm. Yung CCTV po namin pwede natin siyang kapitan ng PA system kasi may audio siya. Katulad po ng ginawa namin sa City of Malabon, hindi na nalalaman ng mga truck doon kasi maraming makukulit na truck sa mga intersection. Hindi nila kung saan nanggagaling yung sigaw mula doon sa command center. At sinasabihin yung truck, oy, umalis ka dyan. Kanina ka pa dyan, bawal po mag-park dyan. So, yung ino-offer po naming CCTV, I'm sure po makakatulong para sa City of Lipa, no? Na maayos not only on peace and order but I think more on the traffic condition then to improve. Maraming pong salamat.
Nera Company, thank you. Ito naman, si Mayor na rin naman ang mag-appropriate lang kami ng pondo para do sa So maganda lang in advance sa info na rin ang Sangguniang Panlunsod sa mangyayari. So thank you. The next presenter, anong yung sa'yo? Parking ng helicopter, sa'yo? Ano sa'yo yung pe-present? Yung walang, sige, ikaw na magpaliwanag. Hindi ko kaya paliwanag din eh. So, salamat. So, approve na yan. At kung may kasama kayong, ikaw na magpakilala.
Sir, magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat. Ako po si Dudu Ona, proponent for the No Contact Apprehension Program. Maraming salamat sa pagbibigay ng opportunity to present what we've been doing so far for the city of Parañaque, what we're going to do with for the city of Valenzuela, for the province of Bataan. And I'm sure this is something that can help your traffic situation here in Lipa City. First of all, let me explain kung sino ho kami. We are QPAX Traffic Systems. This is a company I established back in 2011 to focus on the traffic enforcement needs of the city. We are partnered with 3 companies around the world. One is RexGen Cameras. They are a publicly listed company in Korea. Another one is Redflex Traffic Systems. They're a publicly listed company in Australia. They're very good in speed enforcement. And the third one is Tatile. They're very good in video analytics for traffic management, and they're based out of Italy. So we use different service providers for different traffic scenarios based on the needs of the LGUs. Currently, we have 3 signed concessions. One is already operational. We are doing traffic enforcement for Parañaque City. This started in 2018. We recently signed Valenzuela City, and we are going to launch actually next week. So there's going to be a massive PR campaign explaining what we're doing for Valenzuela City. We already signed Manila City, so we're hoping to start this project within the next 2 to 3 months. And then we just recently had the signing of the original proponent status for province of Bataan. This is to cover 60 kilometers of the Roman Superhighway. Roman Superhighway is a 6-lane highway, and what the province of Bataan wants to do is to enforce speed along this highway. Okay, so what are we offering? We are offering what's called traffic enforcement, or more commonly known as no contact apprehension program. So this is basically the installation and operation of traffic enforcement cameras along signalized intersections or highways. So what is a traffic enforcement camera? These are highly sophisticated cameras that automatically detect traffic violations. There is no human intervention here. So these cameras are smart enough to detect if a vehicle passes through a red light, if a vehicle is obstructing the pedestrian lane, if a vehicle is obstructing the yellow box, if a jeepney is offloading or unloading on undesignated areas, if a vehicle is counterflowing, if a vehicle is going over the speed limit. Automatically ang detection niya. This is different from what MMDA is doing. What MMDA is doing is basically using traffic monitoring equipment to monitor and enforce traffic rules. Ang difference po namin is that ang MMDA, what they do is they have someone looking at the computer monitor and looking for a violation. So, very, very manually intensive siya. Kung ang operator mo is naihi, pumunta sa CR, walang huli. Kung absent yung operator mo, wala siyang huli. Kung medyo biased siya, ayaw niya manghuli, yun ang problema. Our system operates 24/7, 7 days a week. Kung gabi, yun ang pinakamaraming violations, pinakamaraming aksidente, umaandar po yung camera namin. On weekends, holidays, our cameras are working 24/7. Automatic po yan. So what is the basic process ng no contact apprehension program? So ang basic process is, next slide sir, is once a vehicle is detected in the area where the violation happened, we automatically download that to our data processing center in Makati City. So we have operators reviewing each violation that's recorded. The difference is our operators review violations already. Hindi na sila naghahanap pa ng violations. The system automatically detects it. We download it to our office and we review it. So each and every violation is reviewed by our data processor. Once a violation has been determined, we look at the plate number and interconnect electronically to the LTO to get the registered name and address. So we have a connectivity to the LTO. So in an instant, we just put in the plate number in our system, we put in AAA 1111, and then lalabas yung registered name and address. So once that is determined, excuse me, we now send that to our partner LGU. For this particular one, it's going to be Lipa City. So Lipa City, your traffic management, you will have to assign certain people to review each and every violation. So we will have a small data processing center here, maybe 4 or 5 seats. Your traffic enforcers are going to be data processors, and they're going to review each and every violation. They're going to be the ones who will determine whether it's a violation, whether it is approved or disapproved. So this is a very important aspect of the program because this puts the control of the program with the LGU. Hindi sa amin ang record, hindi sa amin ang approval. Think of us as a high-end secretary na sasabihin namin, boss, ito po yung mga approve nyo. kayo na pong bahala kung approve. And then you, as an LGU, you will be the one to approve or disapprove it. Let's say you approve it, it goes back to us, we print the notice of violation, and then we now start the logistics process. We send it to PhilPost, and then PhilPost is the one, through registered mail, that sends it to the violator. Now, once a violator receives the ticket, they have options. Number one is what we want them to do is for them to pay the violation. Number two, they come here to protest or challenge the ticket for certain reasons. Or number three, they ignore it. If they ignore it, then remember we have a connectivity to the LTO. We will put an alarm on the registration. So come registration time, whether that's 1 month or 1 year from now, kung kailan sila nahuli, hindi nila mare-register yung kanilang sasakyan. Because we have that connectivity to the LTO. So pag pumunta sila sa LTO, pag re-register nila yung sasakyan, sasabihin ng LTO, pumunta kayo sa Lipa City, meron kayong violation doon. I-address nyo muna yon before namin kayo payagan mag-register yung sasakyan. So, yun ang basic process ng no contact apprehension program. So, what I'll show to you is a sample video of the basic process. We'll show to you the system that we made. We buy the cameras from abroad, the technology abroad, like what you've heard from the first presenter. It's very mature, very, very reliable. What our distinct advantage is we built the system to address yung processes ng mga LGUs when it comes to issuing tickets. OVRs, we have that already. Logistics, we're connected with the PhilPost. And most importantly is the connectivity to the LTO, where you need to be able to extract the information ng registered name and address ng may-ari ng sasakyan, and then to put an alarm if that person or if that violator hasn't addressed the violation. So this is the system that we came up with. We call it the QPAX TCMS. So this is a video of a violation. Sir, can you play it, please? So if you look at the upper right, red light po siya. Tapos doon sa second lane may isang high ace na dumiretso lang po. This is an installation, or this is our camera in Parañaque City on Kabihasnan intersection. So, sir, next one. So this is our software. Basically, this is our admin page. If you can see there, we take 2 pictures of a violation and a 12-second video. 6 seconds before the violation, 6 seconds after. Why do we need to take a video? Because we need to look at the context of the violation. Why did that person violate to begin with? If the person gave way to an emergency vehicle kaya siya nag-beat ng red light, kunyari may ambulansya sa likod o may fire truck, I guess that's something that we can forgive them, or it's understandable why they did that violation. But for this particular one, kung ano po yung nakita nyo, obviously wala pong circumstance why he was supposed to violate. So obviously sinadya po niya talagang mag-violate. So ito po yung nakikita natin. Ito po yung nakikita ng mga data processors natin. Next slide, please. So each violation would have information of the violation, saan nangyari, what time, anong camera, anong date, and then anong speed ng sasakyan. Next slide, please, sir. Sir, next slide. And then we zoom at the plate number. So if you see here, kahit yung temporary plates na ginagawa ng mga dealers, kaya basahin ng camera natin. For this particular one, it's A5C178. Next slide, sir. So what we do is we input that into one of the fields dun sa software namin. We put in the plate number or conduction sticker for that matter, and then we add a violation kung anong violation yung na-detect ng camera. Next slide. And then ito po yung babalik po sa atin. So naka-notice of violation format na po siya. So this is actually, we worked with Parañaque City to come up with a template for the notice of violation. Next slide. So here, sir, unfortunately hindi mabasa sa likod, but lumalabas na yung registered name and address ng may-ari ng sasakyan. So for this particular one, it's a Toyota Hi-Ace commuter, motor vehicle number ASC178. It's a private one and it's owned by Yan Ying Zan. Chinese. Owner address is 12th floor Asiana Avenue, City of Parañaque, NCR. Most probably Pogo player po ito. So next slide, please. So there, and then once we come up with a notice of violation, ito po ang makikita nila, nandun po lahat ng information about the motor vehicle. And then ito po ang makikita ng mga operators nyo. Whether to approve or reject the violation. This is not our, we don't have this capability. This is the right of the LGU. So yung control ng program, again, is with the LGU. Next. So once we implemented this, nakita namin yung violations have gone down significantly. Because people learn. From an average about 50 violations a day per camera, now we're down to 5. So you can really see that you can experience safety in your streets. Nagkakaroon ng order. Because now, effective yung implementation ng traffic enforcement. Walang pinipili whether you're a businessman, you're a tricycle driver, or a very important person. The rule of law applies to you day in, day out, even on weekends. So, all of this, we're not selling. Hindi po namin binibenta yung cameras. No cost to the LGU. Ang catch, revenue share siya. So kagandahan dito is that our incentives are all aligned. We as a service provider will contract with you for 10 years, will be your partner, and at no cost to you. Ang kagandahan dito is that our incentives are aligned. We will make sure that the cameras are working. Because if the cameras are not working, then the probability of us getting paid goes or significantly lessens. At the same time, alam naman natin, one of the problems of an LGU really is the maintenance of the equipment. When you buy an equipment, after 2 years, when the warranty is over, wala na yung supplier, lahat ng yung mga systems niya bumabagsak. Whether it's vehicles, cameras. This is quite normal in LGUs. Us, since we are contracted with you, we have a concession for 10 years, and we are partners with you for that particular time, we will make sure that these equipment are up and running. 1 minute na hindi gumagana yan is a risk for us. There's no capital cost for an LGU. Wala kayong ginastos dito. Kagandahan pa nito, now you will provide safer streets for your constituents at no cost to you. People will now feel safer crossing the road. People will now observe the proper rules of enforcement. Less ang opportunity for corruption kasi no contact na siya. So instead of your traffic enforcers going there being exposed to the elements, and sometimes, or a lot of the times, they're exposed to bribery or corruption. No? You're eliminating that now. Wala nang opportunities for that. So it becomes more safer, mas masaya yung mga tao because alam nilang, you know, pantay-pantay ang treatment ng LGU per violator. So, how do we move this forward if ever we become, you choose us to become a partner? Well, we have to sign a contract with the LGU that comes from an unsolicited proposal. We'll go through the PPP code if the LGU already has one. There has to be an agreement with the LTO between Lipa City and the LTO. We will help facilitate that. And then the third one would be an ordinance, and that's where the Sangguniang will come in. We have to have a legal basis for us to be able to do this. So, that's it, sir. Any questions? Yes, sir. So we do depending on what the LGU would want to do. If completely wala, then, for example, for Manila City, we have a 75-25 sharing. For Valenzuela City and the province of Bataan. Yes, correct. For an LGU such as Valenzuela City or the province of Bataan, it's a 70-30 sharing. So. Yes, sir. So we will do everything from installation, operation, maintenance. We'll put on all the equipment, all the computer. We'll put in all the fiber network. Kung kailangan fiber, kung radyo, we'll put in the fiber. We'll put in the radio. We'll have all the manpower to review each and every violation. We'll also provide, if you have an existing space here, provide all the data processing centers here, computers, networking, that's from us. We'll do all the printing, we'll do all the payment to the LTO if there's any sharing that needs to be done. All this at no cost to the LGU. Yes, sir. Depende, sir, sa gusto ng LGU. Yes, sir, because it's we're only going to use what the LGU has instituted. Parañaque, sir, kanila is 3,000. Ang Valenzuela graduated fines 2,000, 2,500. Passing through red light Yes. Ang province of Bataan, sir, mabigat. 5,000 ang gusto nila for speeding. So, well, yes, may concern because of that. That's why it's very important to have a massive media campaign before you implement something like this. Shoulder na rin namin po yan. So 1 month before the actual installation, there has to be some sort of social media and AM radio. AM ang pinaka-importante kasi ang dami pa rin, sir, nakikinig yan. Meron yun po yun. Yes. Konti lang po sa TV eh. We'll have some sort of a interview with mga, for example, we were featured in TV Patrol when we launched it. And then what's more important, sir, is the sustainability of this. So what's important is people know about it, they talk about it, they share their experiences, make sure na hindi na-abuso. Yes, sir. Kami rin po mag-mail ng ticket. We use registered PhilPost mail. For the contract, we have a correct, sir, to access the database. Correct, sir. So we will submit the draft JVA, if it's going to fall under a JVA or the draft services agreement together with the unsolicited proposal. We'll show you our contracts with the other LGUs so at least you have an idea on what we've signed. For the LTO, we'll show you what the other LGUs have also signed and we'll also send you the draft.
What happens after 10 years? Because sabi nyo 10 years.
Tama po.
What happens after?
So, based on the contract, there's an automatic renewal unless otherwise says by the city upon mutual agreement with the LGU and us. We get it po. Yes, sir. The thing is, technology advances so quick. So pag linagay po natin yan ngayon, usually 10 years, if we don't change that, baka obsolete na yan. But us, kagandahan, sir, since our incentives are all aligned, we will make sure that the newest camera systems are there. Because the more that camera catches, the higher the probability of us getting paid. So our incentives are all aligned. Yun na, sir, kagandahan. Opo, sir. In what sense, sir? Well, I guess the contract is going to be dissolved because of that. Yes, sir. I will have to check, sir, dun sa contract namin, but I'm sure there is because we've signed 3 contracts already with LGUs. Okay. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
Kailangan nila sa City Council ordinance allowing the contract apprehension.
Yes.
And authority of the mayor to sign between you and
Yes.
okay, and then
We'll also send you We'll also send you, sir, yung mga no contact apprehension ordinances that we've worked with other LGUs. So may idea rin kayo, sir, kung ano. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Practical ito kasi ang LTO, nanghuhuli naman talaga rin ang LTO. So yung LTO, pag hinuli tayo, computerization, papunta na sa national government. Ito may share ang local government. You talk to my lawyer, Attorney Gali, and you take charge. Mr. Chairman, resume po ang session.
Session resume. Reading of the minutes of the preceding session and approve of the same. Honorable Nilo Katipon, you're recognized.
I move for the approval of the minutes of the previous session.
There's a motion for the approval of the previous session, minutes of the previous session. Any second? Seconded. Discussion, objection, hearing none. Motion is approved. Proposed ordinances and resolutions for second reading. Honorable Avior Rocafort, you're recognized.
Mr. Chair, I move that we dispense reading of Committee Report of Committee on Finance 2019-006, the letter of the City Mayor addressed to the Honorable Members of the Sangguniang Panglungsod through Vice Mayor Mark Aris Luansing requesting the approval of the supplemental budget number 2019-02 amounting to 180,300,848.81 intended for the implementation of various programs and projects of the city government to be taken from surplus of 2018, an increase in internal revenue allotment for 2019 be adopted, Mr. Chair.
Any second? Seconded. Discussion, objection, hearing none. Motion is approved.
Mr. Chair, I move that we dispense reading of committee report of the Finance 2019-007, letter of the City Administrator, Dr. Percival Loho, by authority of the City Mayor, addressed to the honorable members of the Sangguniang Panlungsod through the City Vice Mayor, Mark Aris Luansing, requesting for the passage of a resolution adopting the City Supplemental Annual Investment Plan 2019 be adopted, Mr. Chair.
Any second? Seconded. Discussion, objection. Discussion?
Mr. Chairman, I move that we amend the, because this was not included in the committee report, the annual investment plan under the account of the Sangguniang Panlungsod, an item consultancy services amounting to 180,000, Mr. Chairman, and I move that this committee report be adopted as amended, Mr. Chair.
Any second? Seconded. Discussion, objection, hearing none. The motion of Honorable Avio Rocafort is hereby approved. Proposed ordinances and resolutions for second reading. Mr. Secretary. Oh, sorry. Business for the day, Mr. Secretary.
Business for the day, number 1, supplemental budget of Barangay Muntingpulo.
Committee on Appropriation.
Number 2, kautusan bilang isa adopted by Sangguniang Barangay of Barangay Pagulingin, Bata for review.
Refer to the Committee on Barangay Affairs and Committee on Ways and Means.
Request from the Lipa Water District for the passage of a resolution granting authority to drill, secure, operate, and maintain a deep well or pumping station in the eastern section of Building 2 of the public market.
Refer to Committee on Public Works.
Request to the honorable members for immediate passage of an ordinance that will formally establish the Aruga Center, formerly known as Bahay Pag-asa.
Committee, refer to Committee on Women and Children and also to Committee on Appropriation.
Kautusan bilang
Honorable Avio Rocafort. And also referred to Committee on Social Services. The lead committee will be the Committee on Appropriation. Okay po. The lead committee will be Social Services.
Number 5, kautusan bilang 05-2019 adopted by Barangay Bugtong na Pulo for review and approval.
Committee on Barangay Affairs and Committee on Peace and Order.
Request for the passage of a resolution allowing the passage of a resolution allowing to pursue a PAGCOR electronic bingo boutique under
Refer to the
KMC.
Committee on Games and Amusement.
Number 7, Barangay Ordinance adopted by Barangay 5 for review.
Referred to Committee on Barangay Affairs and Committee on Trade and Industry.
Number 8, kautusan bilang 06-2019 for review.
Referred to Committee on Barangay Affairs and Committee on Peace and Order.
Letter addressed to the honorable members of the SP, Kapasyahan, adopted by Barangay 3 for review.
Committee on Good Government.
Number 10, letter from the Veterans Bank addressed to the honorable members of the SP regarding products and services they are offering to the city government including salary loan facility for regular employees and elected officials.
Referred to Committee on Good Government and Accountability.
Number 11, reclassification request of Roslyn Tan.
Committee on Land Use.
12, reclassification request of Edwin Mondragon.
Committee on Land Use.
13, reclassification request of Ashley Season.
Committee on Land Use.
14, reclassification request of Mylene Dimandal.
Committee on Land Use.
15, reclassification request of Cesar Humarang.
Committee on Land Use.
15, reclassification request of Saturnino Rios.
Committee on Land Use.
17, reclassification request of Alfredo Solis.
Referred to the Committee on Land Use.
18, reclassification request of Etualdo Olave.
Committee on Land Use.
19, reclassification request of Crisanto Llanes.
Referred to the Committee on Land Use.
20, reclassification request of Gerarda Lingao.
Committee on Land Use.
And number 21, request of Gerarda Lingao for resolution authorizing the city mayor to grant SUP for the proposed lodging in a resort located at Barangay Ludlod.
Referred to Committee on Land Use. Resolutions and ordinances for the third and final reading. Honorable Avior Rocafort, you're recognized. Yes, Honorable Spy Toledo. May you use the mic, please?
May I request to include public utilities on the item number 3 for the water district pump?
Item number 3,
And
also
the
included
leading
to Committee on Public Utilities. And
Thank you,
also
Mr.
what?
Chair.
Honorable Avior Rocafort, you're
Mr.
recognized.
Chair, I move that we pass an ordinance approving the supplemental budget of 2019-02 amounting to 180,300,848 pesos and 81 centavos, and the same be excused from the three reading principle and approved for third and final reading, and be exempt from the signature of the members of the SP. Wala pang pondo.
Any second? Seconded. Discussion, objection, hearing none. The motion of Honorable Avior Rocafort is hereby approved.
Mr. Chair, I move that we pass an ordinance approving the Supplemental Annual Investment Plan 2019 as amended. The same be excused from the three reading principle and approved for third and final reading.
Any second? Seconded. Discussion, objection, hearing none. The motion of Honorable Avior Rocafort is hereby approved.
Mr. Chair, please consider item number 1, the supplemental budget of Barangay Munting Pulo of Barangay ABC President.
Consider as
Be considered as urgent, Mr. Chair.
There's a motion for urgency. Any second?
Objection.
Seconded.
Objection.
Discussion. Objection. Hearing none. The motion of Honorable Avior Rocafort for urgency is hereby approved.
And the same, Mr. Chair, be pass a resolution approving the supplemental budget of Munting Pulo amounting to 100,000 pesos. The same be excused from the three reading principle and approved for third and final reading.
Any second?
Second motion.
Seconded by Honorable Camille Lopez, Honorable Nilo Katipon.
And
Jointly move.
be exempt from the signature of the members para po kung kailangan.
Kung
Seconded.
kailangan mo ako.
The motion for Honorable Avior Rocafort is
Mr.
hereby
Chairman,
approved.
please consider item number 10 as urgent.
There's a motion for urgency.
The
Item
authority
number
of the
10.
city mayor na magkaroon ho ng MOA with the Philippine Veterans Bank. Kung kayo ho ay utang sa Bombay, ay huwag na. Utang na kayo sa bangko, nakatulong pa kayo.
There's a motion for urgency. Item number 10 of the business for the day. Any second? Seconded. Discussion, objection, hearing none. The motion of Honorable Nilo Katipon is hereby approved.
Okay.
Other matters? Honorable Junjun Gozos, you're recognized. Hindi, okay na.
Muna.
Ano yan, Jun?
Hindi, yung dalawa munang nasa business of the day.
Okay, sige.
Mr. Chair, please consider item number 12 and number 14 as urgent. in the business of the day.
Item number
12 and number 14.
Item number 12 and number 14 of the business for the day. There's a motion for urgency. Any second? Seconded. Discussion, objection. Hearing none. The motion of Honorable Junjun Gosos for urgency is hereby approved.
Mr. Chair, I would like to request an ordinance reclassifying from agricultural to commercial use the property of Mr. Edwin Mondragon with an area of 654 square meters located at Barangay G's, Lipa City. And the same be excused from the three reading principle and approved for third and final reading.
Any second? Seconded. Discussion, objection, hearing none. The motion of Honorable Junjun Gosos is hereby approved.
Mr. Chair, I would like to request an ordinance reclassifying from agricultural to residential use the property of Mrs. Maylin de Maandal with an area of 500 square meters located at Barangay Lod, and the same be approved and the same be excused from the three reading principle and approved for third and final reading.
Any second? Seconded. Discussion, objection, hearing none. The motion of Honorable Junjun Gosos is hereby approved.
Mr. Chair, kasabay-sabayin ko na yung tatlo?
Yes, sir.
Motion for urgency regarding for the request of General Rolando Sacramento for the issuance of special use permit for the establishment of a livestock farm layers on his property with an area of 1,000 square meters located at Barangay Tangob. And classification request of Mr. Mariano Silverio from agricultural to commercial use with an area of 8,188 square meters located at Barangay Marawi, Lipa City, and the request for alteration plan and alteration plan analysis of Sampaguita Homes, Lipa City, Phase 2, located at Barangay Sampaguita, Lipa City.
Any second for urgency? Seconded. Discussion, objection, hearing none. The motion of Honorable Junjun Gosos for urgency is hereby approved.
Ito na. Mr. Chair, I would like to request that we grant our City Mayor Eric Africa to grant a special use permit to General Rolando Sacramento for his property with an area of 1,000 square meters located at Barangay Tangob, Lipa City.
Any second? Seconded. Discussion, objection, hearing none. The motion of Honorable Junjun Gosos is hereby approved.
Mr. Chair, I would like to request an ordinance reclassifying the property of Mr. Mariano Silverio from agricultural to commercial use with an area of 8,188 square meters located at Barangay Marawi, Lipa City, and the same be excused from the three reading principle and approved for third and final reading.
Any second? Seconded. Discussion, objection, hearing none. The motion of Honorable Junjun Gosos is hereby approved.
Mr. Chair, I would like to request an ordinance granting the alteration plan and alteration plan analysis of Sampaguita Homes, Lipa, Phase 2, located at Barangay Sampaguita, Lipa City, and the same be excused from the three reading principle and approved for third and final reading.
Any second? Seconded. Discussion, objection, hearing none. The motion of Honorable Junjun Gosos is hereby approved.
Before our recess, I'm requesting Ms. Beverly sa other matters.
Ay, wait lang pala. Mr. Chair, may I request that all those ordinances that I requested be accepted from the signature
para sekretariat.
Councilors.
Okay po. Noted.
May sasabihin lang ko si Ma'am Beverly.
At si ano, Tony Garrett?
Other matters. Ma'am Beverly.
Honorable Beverly Luwansing Luna, you're recognized.
Good morning po. For FYI lang po, announcement po, from the Office of the Philippine Councilors League of Batangas Federation, magkakaroon na po ng 4th batch ng Masteral, Doctoral, and EET-EEAP students. Kung sino po ang mag-open na po ulit, ito po yung sa PCL Legislative Academy para sa Masteral, Doctoral on Public Administration. In partnership po ito with LPU Batangas. Sa mga gusto pong mag-enroll, May orientation po bukas sa Lyceum. For more inquiries, pwede po kayong magtanong sa opisina ni SecGen Joel Pua. Yun po. Ito po ay para sa mga elected official at sa mga empleyado po ng gobyerno. Yun lamang po. Maraming salamat.
Noted po. Salamat po. Question, Honorable Junjun Goso. sir.
Question.
Hindi, tatanungin ko lang. Kasi bukas daw yung orientation ng Masteral.
Kailangan orientation.
Paano kami makakapunta sa orientation? NMYL bukas. Doon po sa SecGen na nahaba ng hair at breaks.
Off the record. Katorne Gali, sa Pusiga, Kalasay, Okay, recess po for 2 minutes.
Attorney Gali Angeles, you're recognized.
Sige, ikaw muna. Mag-privilege ka. Other matters have. Hindi siya, after na lang.
Mr. Chair, I would like to move for the passing of a resolution recognizing the invaluable talent of Mr. Bro Texon. His real name is Rolly Nathaniel Texon, and that he be recognized for his contribution to be the youngest shooter from Lipa City who has won World Shooting Competition, Mr. Chair.
There is a motion for recognizing Bro Texon as the youngest shooter of, in Lipa Shooters Club and
Yes.
won World
Shooting Competition.
World Shooting Competition. Any second? Seconded. Discussion. Objection. Hearing none. The motion for recognizing Bro Texon is hereby approved.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Atin hong ngayon section 31 ng internal rules, atin hong alisin yon. Yun yung section 31, nakalagay ho doon, lahat ng ordinansa, resolution must be signed by the members of... Alisin na natin, lagi rin naman kayong wala eh. Okay, so we amend the quad pamayaw after the... I move for a recess of 2 minutes.
I'm declaring a minute recess. Session resume.
Mr. Chairman, yun ang aking sinabi sa other matters, ma-refer ho sa committee ho ng rules and privileges.
The matter you brought up is referred to committee on rules and privileges.
So the next ay magpi-privilege mismo si Mikey. Dito ho sa Lipare, kailangan ho natin ang tulong dito ni Atty. Gali. Marami ho tayo dito reclassify na lupa, katulad ho no kay Adela Salas Gatlin sa barangay Dagatan, Lumbang. Pinareclassify nila yung lupa for the reason na huwag lang ma-agrarian reform program. Pero intact pa rin ho yung lupa na binabayaran ho sa city ay yung tinatawag na kung anong paggamit. Yung paggamit agricultural pa rin yung binabayaran. So, akin ho sanang i-refer to sa Land Use Committee with the assistance of ng ating legal officer na maribok ho natin ho yung reclassification from agricultural to residential ng property ho ni Adela Salas Gatlin para ho pakinabangan ng syudad. Lugi ho doon na city, disadvantageous ho yun. So pawalan ho natin sa isa yung reclassification. So at the same time, nag-research ho si Konsihal Mikey Murada, so yun ho ang subject ng kanyang other matters privilege speech.
Honorable Mikey Murada, you're recognized.
Good morning, Mr. Chair. Meron po akong hawak dito na Special Ordinance number 102-2014. It's an ordinance classifying 920,000 square meters of 33 parcels of land. Located po ito sa Barangay Stibig, Bulacnin, and Tangway, Lipa City, which was reclassified from agricultural residential use into residential commercial use. So, na-approve po ito noong 2014, pero sa initial look, pag nadaanan niyo po ang property, halos wala pang improvement ito. And based dito sa ordinance, if for any reason, no improvement has been introduced in the said properties within 1 year from the approval of this ordinance, the same shall be reverted to its previous classification. So ang akin lang po, Mr. Chair, baka pwede natin ma-revisit kung talagang na-implement ng ayos at kung wala naman talagang improvement or changes sa land, baka may ibalik ito sa actual use.
The matter brought up by Honorable Mikey Murada is referred to Committee on Land Use. Other matters? Honorable Junjun Gosas, you're recognized.
Mr. Chair, request lamang po ng Darling ng Lipa. Motion for urgency po with regards to item number 13.
There's a motion for urgency of number 13 of the business for the day. Any second? Seconded. Discussion, objection, hearing none. The motion for urgency of Honorable Junjun Gosas hereby approved.
Mr. Chair, I would like to request an ordinance reclassifying from residential to commercial use the property of Miss Ashley Season. Mr. Ashley Season with an area of 301 square meters located at Barangay 1, Lipa City. And the same be excused from the three reading principle and approved for third and final reading.
Any second? Seconded. Discussion, objection. The motion for Honorable Junjun Gosas hereby approved.
Mr. Chairman, last other matters topic of Kagawad.
Honorable Attorney Gali Angeles, you're recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chair, and the Majority Floor Leader. I agree with the observation of Consul Mikey Murada regarding this reclassification of certain properties here in Lipa City. It seems that, sabi nga natin, baka ito isang excuse para hindi tayo makover ng CARP law. So, baka parang lumalabas, nagagamit na sanggunian for them to circumvent the law. So, I respectfully move that we pass a resolution asking the Assessor's Office to conduct ocular inspection on whether or not the proponent or the owners of this land property, these real properties, really complied with the ordinances of introducing improvement within 1 year from the passing of the ordinance. So with this, we would like to ask the help of the Sanggunian to ask the Assessor's Office or the concerned department to conduct ocular inspection and report to us their observation. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
I second the motion to
Any
the
second? Seconded. Discussion,
resolution
objection.
of Kagawad Gali.
Hearing none, the motion for Attorney Gali Angeles is hereby approved.
I move to adjourn, Mr. Chairman. Wait.
I'm declaring a 1 minute recess.
2 minutes recess, sir.
Session resume. Honorable Nilo Katipon, you're recognized.
So I move that we pass a resolution creating another committee based on our problem in the reclassification approved by the Sangguniang Panlungsod way back. Matagal na panahon. At we create another committee headed by the chairman of Land Use and the co-chairman of the special envoy of the Sangguniang Panlungsod, Atty. Gali, and the members is the city administrator, city legal, city planning, and the
Treasurer.
city treasurer at the city assessor, city planning. So, and also special members, Attorney Mikey Murada and Attorney Abiero Kaport for third and final.
There's a motion for creating an ad hoc committee. Any second? Seconded. Discussion, objection, hearing none. The motion of Honorable Nilo Katipon is hereby approved. Attorney Honorable Joel Puma, you recognize.
Mr. Chair, along with Ms. Resolution number 155, which is a resolution authorizing the local chief executive to grant specialist permit for the construction of a 5-story hotel at Barangay Balintawak. Mr. Chair, palagay ko po, Mr. Chair, ito pong resolution na ito yung na-overlook. Ano po? At inabot po ng assumption po ng mga bagong upo. Kaya po ito walang pirma. Kaya po, Mr. Chair, may I request that this resolution be revoked. At para po makapagpatawag po muli ng bagong...
Second the motion.
Any second? Seconded. Discussion,
and be referred
objection.
to the proper committee, Mr. Chair.
Hearing none. The motion for Honorable Joel Pua is hereby approved. And also, the matter brought up by Joel Pua is referred to Committee on Land Use.
Wala na. I move to adjourn, Mr.
There's a
Chair.
motion for adjournment. Any second? Seconded. Discussion, objection, hearing none. Session is adjourned.